They say the mountains remember every footstep, every cry, every oath sworn in blood, and on a dawn torn open by war drums, the mountains of Armenia remembered his name, David of Sassoun. The sky burned copper red as riders crested the hills. Their banners snapped like whips. Villages held their breath. Fields that once smelled of wheat now smelled of fear. From the east came an army that believed land was taken, not defended, and that men could be crushed as easily as grass beneath hooves. But in Sassoun, a young man stood barefoot on stone, feeling the earth's pulse beneath him. David was not born in a palace. He was raised by hardship, tempered by hunger, and shaped by stories whispered at night, stories of a land that survived because someone always stood when others fell. When the invaders sent their challenge, laughter followed. One man, they mocked. One man against an army? David said nothing. He lifted his father's sword. The blade hummed as if the mountains themselves had inhaled. The first clash shattered the morning. Steel rang like thunder. Dust rose in choking clouds. David moved like a storm given human shape, every strike deliberate, every step rooted in the land he loved. He did not fight for glory. He fought because behind him were children learning to speak, elders teaching songs, and graves that deserved peace. The enemy advanced again and again, waves of armor and arrogance crashing against one man who refused to yield. Spears broke, shields split, fear crept into hardened eyes. This was no ordinary warrior. This was a promise made flesh. Then came the turning point. The enemy champion, towering, cruel, certain of victory. The earth seemed to hold its breath as they faced one another. One blow shook the hills, another carved sparks from stone. David staggered, blood darkening the dust, and rose. With a roar torn from the depths of the land itself, David struck. The sound echoed through valleys and memory. The invaders faltered. Then they broke. By sunset, the wind carried silence where screams had been. David did not chase applause. He cleaned his blade. He looked at the mountains. He listened to the land breathe again. And that is why his story still lives. Not as a tale of conquest, but of defense. Not of power, but of belonging. Because sometimes, a land survives not through walls or armies, but through one person who refuses to step aside. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps keep these stories alive.